Trans-Matic specializes in making deep-drawn metal components. We're taking a coil of material and we're forming it into a stamped product. We produce parts so small you can barely see them when you hold them in your hand, all the way up to parts that are probably 2 to 3 inches in diameter and maybe as much as 10 inches tall. We're roughly 50% automotive and 50% non-automotive. We have parts that go in airbags, parts that go in ABS brake systems, outdoor power equipment, lock hardware. We're known for taking on projects and parts that are often extremely difficult to produce, have very tight tolerances, and or very high volumes. There are some parts we produce that there's really only maybe 1 or 2 other companies in the world capable of producing those same parts.
The product that we put out is a product that is put into an overall, it's one small part of, say, an automobile. So it might be the light socket in there. We've done a lot of light sockets. So for me, I designed the tooling, and in a lot of cases the machine help with some of the systems that go on the machines that produce our part out the end of the press. That part is then sent to the customer, who then assembles that in their assembly, which is then sent to the automotive companies and put in the car. We approach our work focused on that production, and we have to meet very tight tolerances, tight specifications for that particular part. We're held to those tight standards because that has to fit in something else down the line, which sometimes we may know what that is, sometimes we don't know how that fits into it. We have presses that are from 5 ton all the way up to 600 ton. So we have quite a range of tolerances that we have to hit. We're down to 3 to 4 tenths of an inch, all the way up to maybe plus or minus 5 thousandths. So that's quite a range that we have to deal with. In our business, there is a high degree of competitiveness from competitors, other companies doing the same thing that we do. Every little edge that we can find to be more competitive, such as time to market, time on the project, reducing costs in the product or the process it takes to produce this part. Very competitive in that area.
We're not a large business, probably considered a small to medium-sized business, and yet Windchill has proven to be very valuable even for a company of our size. The collaboration ability that it brings, the ability to lock down CAD documents and prints at certain states, release states, the ability to provide visibility control to the shop floor to make sure they only see the data they need to see when they need to see it, has really proven to be valuable even for us. One of the things I've been very passionate about is taking the data that we create in engineering and getting it outside of the engineering department and out to the other people in the company so that they can leverage this information that we've worked hard to develop. We don't want to just rely on the floor having a paper copy of something we produced in engineering. We want to get them immediate electronic access to the latest version of that data right on the shop floor. With each new release of Windchill, the ability to simplify the user interface and to customize the interface specific to the user group that's using really does help increase adoption. So I am looking forward to some of the new capabilities in terms of adjusting the user interface in Windchill 11. I've also heard some really good things about the new search capabilities and how those have been extended through Windchill. Looking forward to using those. Not only do we model the individual tooling details that make the part, but we frequently model the pieces in the press that stay with the press, what we call machine components. Oftentimes, the tool makers don't have a current copy of the prints for those machine components. And so by using these search tools, we're going to give them real-time access to those machine components, and they can be confident that they have the latest released version of those products. Customers give us very specific requirements about the part's fit, finish, the tolerances of the part. They know what their part needs in order to work in their finished product. It's our job to deliver a product that falls within their tolerance spec every time, all the time.